Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we there. Yeah, we there. Yeah. Yo, picture a world where we live as one. No grind, no debt, just the work getting done. Imagine no struggle for the basic needs. Every soul in the system finally freed. We talking less stress, better vibes to feel. No more fake smiles just to pay the bills. Equality's the anthem, let the chorus ring. When we build for the many, it's a powerful thing. No money, no greed, just a better plan. Working for the future, every woman, every man. Together we rise, yeah, we break the chain. A bold new world, yeah, that's the plan. What's the point of the hustle if the planet dies? Pollution in the air, profit-driven lies. We shift the focus, what the people need. Clean water, safe homes, every mouth we feed. Automation taking jobs, let the robots play. We'll free up our time, live a brighter day. No more markets where the few control. The power's in the people, that's the ultimate goal. Yeah. No money, no greed, just a better plan. Working for the future, every woman, every man. Together we rise, yeah, we break the chain. A bold new world, yeah, that's the plan. We'll build trust, show love, no fear. A system that's fair for all to revere. Start small, grow strong, let the roots dig deep. A dream for tomorrow that the future will keep, yeah. So if you're ready, take a stand today. The path to the future is a choice away. No currency to divide, just humanity's might. Let's build it together, make the world alright. Make the world alright. Make the world alright. You can keep the goal, the goal, the goal, the goal. Yeah. Hey. Got the house, got the view, got the safe full of green. But the silence in your chest still echoes unseen. Every room filled with things you don't need, but you scroll through your phone just to feel alive. Hey, dress shy, smile wide, but your eyes look tired. Built a kingdom, but your soul's uninspired. You traded your time just to climb that wall, but no one tells the truth at the top. It's small, your kids don't know you like your clients do. Buy them toys, but they crave to you. Dinner gets skipped for another late deal. You feeding their mouths, but starving what's real. You tell yourself I'm doing this for them, but what's the point if they grow up numb? They'll inherit your habits, your hustle, your blur, but never the presence you thought they prefer. You can keep the gold if it costs this much. If it robs my joy, if it kills my touch. You can have the car, penthouse view. I just want back what I once knew. I want real talk over fine wine. I want family, I don't have to FaceTime. If success means feeling alone at the top, then I'll take less and make it stop. Smiles in the boardroom, silence at home. You know every stock stat, but your heart's unknown. You sleep beside someone you barely see. Two strangers in silk pretending to be. You used to laugh without a reason or a plan. Now you calculate your want like a businessman. Even love became a thing to manage. Measured in schedules, trying to imagine. What's the worth of $1 if it costs your peace? What's the gain if your soul's on lease? You were rich the moment you had to trust. Now you count followers, but your hugs collect dust. And you wonder at night, was there another way? Could I trade these deals for a normal day? Will my child know me better if I walked away? If I chose presence over the constant pay? The world said win, but I needed to feel. The world said, but I wanted to heal. It told me speed, but I'm slowing it down. Cause I'm done wearing the crown that keeps me bound. You can keep the gold if it dims my light. If it steals my sleep and feeds me night. Take your empire, take your plan. I just wanna be a whole human again. I want mornings with meaning, not just alarms. I want hugs, not handshakes, open arms. If I had to choose, I'll take the real. You can keep the gold, I just wanna feel.
Mofo, well. They told you to compete, to measure your worth by what's on your wrist, what you park in the driveway, what you flex online. But we're flipping the whole script. Status ain't stuff. Status is creation. Let's wake 'em up. Yeah. They say show off your car, I say show off your mind. They say flex your chain, I say show what you design. Your worth ain't in metal, it's in the ideas you spark in the projects you build in the dreams you mark on the world like a signature. Let's talk to flexicons who imagine something new, who build something real. Who spark a thought that nobody else could do. This ain't about possession, it's lazy, that's easy. Real status, imagination that frees me. Stop flexing what you bought, flex what you made. Stop showing off brands, show how your mind plays. We changing the score, rewriting the climb. Status ain't things, status is time, idea the same. When stuff don't matter, yeah, people stop fighting. When ideas matter, yeah, people start uniting. Competition kept you small, kept you jealous, kept you blind. Collaboration blows the ceiling off every single mind. Cause when we build together, your spark, my spark, Wi-Fi, your vision, my hands empire, your strength, my skill higher than either one of us alone. Competition divides, collaboration multiplies. That's why the system fears it. It creates people who rise. No more hiding ideas, no more guarding the blueprint. We open the vault, we share the tools, that's how a real future start moving. We're switching the currency from ego to creation, from rival to ally, from isolation to elevation. This is a collaboration nation, no more stunting with possession. We measure our worth by the impact we make, not the price tags in our sessions. Your identity ain't objects, that's a trick, that's a trap. They got you chasing symbols while your real gifts sit in the back. Your identity is the solutions you imagine, the kindness you offer, the art you shape, the light you uncover in others and in yourself. You ain't what you purchase, you what you birth from your own mind. Let divinity define you, not design labels. Flexing what you bought, flex what you make. Stop showing off brains, show how your mind plays. We changing the score, rewriting the climb. Status ain't stuff, status is soul, creation in time. Imagine pride coming from look what I built, not look what I bought. Imagine bragging about a garden you grew, a story you wrote, a tool you crafted, a problem you solved, a community you lifted. That's the kind of pride that actually matters. Purchases fade, purpose lasts for generations. You want light if they build, don't buy. Imagine the kids saying I wanna think deeper, not I wanna own more. Imagine a world where kids flex, premium, ficking, kissy, I see is the courage, originality, not shoe, not fits, not filters, not trends that expire in minutes. Imagine them knowing their mind is a real superpower. That's a whole new generation of unstoppable human beings. Jealousy dies when creativity rises. Envy dies when ideas light up the horizon. We don't compete, we collaborate. We don't hoard, we elevate. We don't flex stuff, we flex spirit. Say it loud, creation is the new status. In this world, if someone creates something dope, you don't envy, you learn, you select, you grow. You think, yo, that's brilliant, teach me. That's how humanity evolves. Not through competition, but through mutual elevation. We place comparison with inspiration. Replace isolation with collaboration. This is evolution. Stop flexing what you bought, flex what you make. Stop showing off brands, show how your mind plays. This is the rise of creation, a new kind of climb. Status ain't possession, status is what you design. You. Material fades, ideas echo possessions and creation grows. If you wanna change the world, stop competing with people and start creating with people. That's how we win. That's how we win. Yeah. That's how we win.
Why are we here? Not what we sell, not what we scroll. Why we here? We wake up breathing air we didn't earn. Hands touch fire, still refuse to learn. Eyes can see, ears full of lies. Whole world screaming, nobody asking why. We feel pain, we feel love. Still take more than we're thinking of. If this is random, explain the ache. Explain why choice feels heavy to make. They say don't ask, just survive the ride. Clock punch strings, let the questions die. But the truth don't leave, it just goes quiet. Buried under comfort, stuck on autopilot. We've been living on autopilot, following paths we didn't choose. Good hearts numb in the silence. Taught what to want, taught what to lose. But if we wake up and face it, see the system for what it is. Maybe the reason we're here is to become something better than this. The fresh minds raised by flickering screens, learning behavior before learning meaning. Violence as jokes, greed as success, confusion marketed as entertainment. Not evil people, just train responses. Normalize chaos, call it options. Programming deep before we can speak, then wonder why the soul feels weak. Some try to teach us gentleness, said kindness ain't weakness. Said feelings matter, slow it down, but soft voices don't trend now. So loud winds, fish spreads fast, good people passive, watching it pass. Not cause they're cruel, not cause they're blind, just tired of fighting the current of time. Calling routine just life. Good people stuck in the background, while the loudest decide what's right. But if we stop and remember, we're more than a labor role. Maybe the reason we're here is to take back control. Maybe there is no answer. Maybe that scares us. Maybe purpose isn't given. Maybe it's built. If I had to answer why we exist, I'd say that outgrow what no longer fits. Not just bodies, but thought and care. Evolution of conscience, not just air. Same hands heal, same hands harm. Same mind builds, prisons or farms. Choice is the gift, the weight, the test. What we become depends on the rest. So we wake up from autopilot. Not perfect, just the way. Trying to leave the world better with every choice we make. If there is meaning in living, it's in how we evolve. Turning awareness into action, turning question into resolve. If there's no final answer to why, then becoming better is the answer we try. Yeah.
Imagine a world where the question isn't who's winning, but what are we building together? Yeah. What the value ain't in what you own, but in what you bring. What the flex ain't a car you drive, but the ideas you share and the beauty you co-create. Let's build that world right now. Yeah. We grew up in a world that's like a pair. Look left, look right, see who's got more flair. Who got a car with a shine? Who rockin' a watch with a gold? Who got a house on the hill? Who playin' a game like it's over? But I see another way, a path where hearts link up, where your gift is mine. And we both rise up, cause your brilliance don't dim mine. And my spark don't steal your glow. We can both shine bright if we lift as we grow. Yeah. Let's turn competition into co-creation. Build together instead of trying to win alone. Let your ideas meet mine, watch your whole world grow. We rise high when we rise as one. Imagine a culture where the flex is the project you made, not the price you paid. Where the brag is the idea you spark, not the brand you wore today. Where we say, yo, look what I built, come help me make it better. And a follow-up is bet. Let's put our mind together, no jealousy, just synergy. No envy, just energy. Your strength feeds mine, my vision boosts yours. That's how you build a future worth living for. Let's turn competition into co-creation. Build together instead of trying to win alone. Let your ideas meet mine, watch your whole world grow. We rise higher when we rise as one. We weren't born to race each other, we were born to lift each other. Born to build, born to unite, born to turn darkness into light. Your idea plus my idea is how the world moves forward. Your spark plus my spark is how fires get started. We ain't rivals, we're teammates who forgot we were on the same team. Let's remember the best inventions, teamwork, the best revolution. People, the greatest are collective heart from minds that knew the beauty is equal. Imagine that, imagine if the world saw work, not in what you own, but in what you offer. Not in being above people, but being with people. Not in chasing greatness, but in creating greatness together. Always together. Let's turn competition into co-creation. Build together instead of trying to win alone. Let your ideas meet mine, watch your whole world grow. We rise higher when we rise as one. Together, we shine stronger. Together, we build longer. Together, we
How you win in a world where the rules don't stay still, where the ground keeps moving even when you stand still, where they tell you focus on what you can't control, but every day the circle of control gets smaller. Man, that ain't balance, that's survival in disguise. And I'm just trying to breathe, trying to stay alive. Yeah. They say play the game, but the game keep glitching. Rules flip quick like somebody in the back switching. Every time you get close, they move the finish line. Turn a straight path crooked, make the simple undefined. You try to stay centered, but the target keeps drifting. Try to build a future, but the blueprint keeps shifting. You're working off a map, they redraw every season. So tell me how you win when confusion is the reason. Control ain't freedom, freedom is stability. Control ain't clarity, clarity is dignity. But they keep you in the fog, cause fog keeps you timid. Questioning yourself when the system is the mimic. Depend on the pattern and the pattern disappears. Depend on the truth and they rewrite it every year. This ain't lack of power, it's the cost of the design. A shifting game board keeps your mind stuck in time. Yeah, they change the rules just to keep you in place. Make you run the same loops like a maze in your face. But deep in your spirit you can feel some spark. A door start to open in the back of the dark. Can you whisper to yourself, I ain't playing this forever. If the rules ain't fair, then I'm building something better. They can bend the whole world, try to keep me in control, but I'm breaking out the frame just to go and claim my soul. It feel like carrying weight you never asked for, like trying to rest while a storm bangs on your back door. Like you wake up tired from a fight you didn't choose, and every hour lost is another future you lose. It feels unfair, cause it is unfair. You follow all the rules, then they vanish in the air. You adapt, then they flip. You adjust, then they twist. You do everything right, yet the goal don't exist. So you shrink what you focus on just to stay sane, but the circle keeps shrinking till it's smaller than grain. You try to stay grounded, but the ground ain't loyal. So your heart stays aching and your blood stays boiling. And deep down you think, man, I could've been further if the earth wasn't shaking, if the rules didn't murder. All the hours I put in trying to climb through the clutter. I could've built a whole life without living undercover. But somewhere in the middle of the map, in the middle of the pressure, in the middle of the fight, there's a whisper that grows loud. This system ain't the only system, this world ain't the only world. This imagination ain't the only imagination. And suddenly you remember, this whole damn thing is somebody else's dream, somebody else's blueprint, somebody else's design. But you got visions in your chest, on your chest. They ain't never gonna define. Yeah, they change the rules, but I'm changing direction. You can't trap the mind when the mind see connection. If the world is a mirror and it's cracking at the seams, then maybe that's a sign for me to build my own dream. If the doors stay closed, I'm gonna open my own. If they shift every law, I'm gonna claim my throne. You ain't stopping the spirit when it's ready to rise. I'm redesigning the skies with my own tools. Let's talk about power, the real kind hidden. Power ain't money, it's the freedom of decision. Power ain't status, it's the right to be still. Power is the peace that no one can kill. So the game keeps changing cause chaos creates need. Need creates control, control creates greed. That's why they move the line every time you run near. Not to test your strength, but to keep you right here. But what happens when you stop running toward the line and start walking toward the horizon? What happens when you stop chasing the prize and start questioning who designed it? What happens when you stop asking, how do I win? Start asking, why should this be the game at all? Yeah. Man, that's when systems fall. You ain't smart, you ain't trapped, you're just awake in a world built to keep people dozing. The frustration you feel, that's not weakness, that's wisdom knocking. That's truth rising, that's your spirit remembering that it wasn't born to chase shifting lines. It was born to draw new ones. And every time your words unlock a door in somebody else's mind, you're changing the game just by speaking. So if the rules keep shifting, let them. In a world where the clock's a coin, we redefine the way we live. Every hand gives just a little time, just a couple days in a week. give. We all share the load and the necessary. From the fields to the care to the roads we build. And the rest of our lives open wide like the sky to the dreams that our hearts wanna build. No more racing just to survive. No more trading souls for pay. We clock in for the human needs, then clock out and find our way. We got time to give, we got space to grow. In a world where the money don't run the show. Just a few days now in the necessary flow. And the rest of the time is ours to know. Roll by time in the background, doing work we outgrew. While we learn new hands, new languages. See the world from a different view. From factory floors to gardens. From burnout to becoming whole. We didn't lose our purpose. Now we finally found our role. Used to ask, what do you do for work? Like that was all we were. Now the question is, what do you love? And the answers start to stir. We got time to give, we got space to grow. No price on a heartbeat, no debt on a soul. 2 or 3 days, keep the whole world afloat. And the rest of the time, we finally come home. Imagine waking up unafraid. No clock screaming that you're late. Kids see parents with open eyes. Elders teach, creators rise. No more work tied to a number. No more rest, so back in pieces. We start calling life a hustle, and started calling it living. Time ain't something they take from us. Time is something we choose to give. We got time to give and lives to live. Human survival's a collective gift. Necessary hands and freedom shifts. This ain't a dream, it's a choice we make. When time is the currency, humanity's finally rich. Get it, get it, get it, get it. We finally rich.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They keep changing all the rules just to keep me in place, but I rise every time like I'm built out of grace. If the doors stay closed, I'll make my own way through, cause the game ain't the truth. The truth's what I choose. How do you win when the line keeps slipping? Every time you find balance, the ground starts flipping. They redraw the map every season you breathe. Try to make you forget what you're destined to be. So I quiet my mind, let the truth talk louder. Shake all the dust from the weight of their power. If the frame can't hold me, I'm breaking on through. I ain't playing for the win, I'm playing for what's true. I won't be trapped inside a world that keeps on changing lines. I'm lifting up my spirit, putting fire in my spine. If the rules keep shifting, then I shift my point of view. I can't lose what I define, cause my truth cuts through. They keep changing all the rules just to keep me in place, but I rise every time like I'm built out of grace. If the doors stay closed, I'll make my own way through, cause the game ain't the truth. The truth's what I choose. They keep changing all the rules just to keep me in place, but I rise every time like I'm built out of grace. If the doors stay closed, I'll make my own way through, cause the game ain't the truth. Yeah, the truth's what I choose. So yeah, I feel the strain. All the lost hours, all the mental drain, but somewhere in the pressure, sun start to glow. A voice in the dark whispering you're allowed to grow. This world somebody else's imagination. Rules, limits, walls, temptation. But the moment I remember I can dream too. That's the moment the cage loses hold on the view. Tell me who decides what's real. How do? I do defines how you feel. I do. If the rules keep changing, what you gonna do? Shift my soul, not the truth. Shift my soul, not the truth. If the world stay blind, who's gonna see? I will, I'm reclaiming me. I won't be trapped inside a world that keeps on changing lines. I'm living up my spirit, putting fire in my spine. If the rules keep shifting, then I shift my point of view. I can't lose what I define, cause my truth cuts through. They keep changing all the rules just to keep me in place, but I rise every time like I'm built out of grace. If the doors stay closed, I'll make my own way through, cause the game ain't the truth. The truth's what I choose. They keep changing all the rules just to keep me in place, but I rise every time like I'm built out of grace. If the doors stay closed, I'll make my own way through, cause the game ain't the truth. The truth's what I choose.
can do better. We can do better. Ay, ay, we can do better. Yeah. We're living in a world that don't reward truth. It props up greed and sells it to the youth. They tell you grind, but never say why. Just survive the day, don't question the lie. We can do better, taught to grind, taught to spin, taught to fake a win. But who benefits when we're empty within? Put dreams on layaway just to stay on track. Chasing purpose in a world built to distract, where silence is rare and the truth comes last. Trying to raise a child while the whole thing spins. Teach them love and truth, but where do we begin when we nod and lie to avoid the fight? They watch us dim just to seem polite. We can do better. The system profits off trauma and pain, feeds us pills and calls it sane. But what if we pause and question the deal? What if our time was the currency that heals? I'll stop the rush just to face what's real. Let the noise die down, let my soul sit still. They keep the fog big, but I've seen the sky. Truth don't sell easy, but it never dies. We can do better, I know we can. This ain't the future we plan in our hands. Let's lift the veil, let a new light through. I'll turn the noise down just to hear what's true. We can do better, it starts with me. I won't pass this lie to my family tree. Stop the real, we'll tell it our own way. No more living that truth just to get through the day. We can do better, we seen the proof, it's all belief. We can break it loose, freeze the frame and change the script. Pull back the curtain, feel the shift. We can do better, don't need that seal. It's not too late to rebuild what they steal. Stop the real, we'll tell it our own way. Cause we're not born just to obey. But I'll stop the rush just to face what's real. Let the noise fade out, let my soul sit still. So I turn the noise down just to hear what's true. Let the fake fall flat, let the soul come through. Let's freeze the frame and change the script. No more hushing truth just to coexist. We stop the real, we reclaim the plot. No more trusting in what we know we're not. We won't raise kids in a lie we resent. Time to break the mold and say what we meant. We can do better, it's more than a dream. It's a fight for the truth underneath the machine. I stop the rush just to face what's real. Let the silence speak what the noise won't feel. We can do better, it's clear as day. We were never meant to live this way. Let's lift the veil and let a new light through. We got a chance, and I'm betting on truth. We can do better. We can do better.
A one-page manifesto. We were taught that this is the only way, that struggle is normal, that exhaustion is the price of existence, that stress means you're doing something right. But deep down, most of us feel it. Something is off. We live in a world where people work endlessly just to stay afloat, where creativity is under violent loot, where time, the one thing we never get back, is traded away without question. We are surrounded by distraction, not because we are weak, but because distraction keeps us from noticing the truth. The truth is this, we were meant to merely survive. That is not a personal failure, it's a structural trap. Burnout is not laziness, it's a system pushing humans beyond human limits. Competition replaced collaboration, and we were told that was progress. We measure success with numbers, while health, peace, creativity, and connection quietly disappear. We normalize anxiety instead of asking what created it. We consume trauma as entertainment. We confuse comfort with freedom. And yet, despite everything, creativity still finds a way through. Community still sparks when people are allowed to breathe. Hope still exists, even when it's buried under noise. A better world isn't unrealistic, it's just inconvenient to those who profit from the current one. We inherited systems we never consented to, but that doesn't mean we have to blindly defend it. Education should teach understanding, not obedience. Work should support life, not consume it. Technology should serve humanity, not replace it. Progress should feel like relief, not exhaustion. Real wealth looks like time, like health, like meaningful work, like being present, like caring for each other in